What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Slightly different topic from the content that I normally post. So if you're new here, my name is Ben Richardson. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a certified nutrition coach. I'm also a chemical engineer, and usually I post content about fitness and nutrition, and that actually is relevant to today's topic, so I'll get to that here in a second. But anyway, most of the content that I make is centered around helping men boost their testosterone levels naturally, pay better and closer attention to their overall health in general, and their testosterone health, that sort of thing, through fitness, through nutrition, and lifestyle decisions that they make. I talk all about foods that boost testosterone and supplements that are effective, ones that aren't effective. But anyway, if you're interested in that kind of content, I'd love if you subscribed. So, Instagram is the most toxic platform that men can use these days. And here's why I think that. So, because I post content about fitness and nutrition, advertising my coaching services and whatnot, I used Instagram for a very long time to showcase that. And I actually acquired a lot of my customers by posting stories or reels or content centered around fitness and nutrition. And, I also just followed a lot of my friends from high school or college, or a lot of my family, and I used it as a platform to keep up with things that they were doing in their lives. And I'd also share, funny videos and reels and memes with my friends and family and whatnot. I had all of these reasons that I should have been using Instagram, and they were all good reasons too. I mean, none of those are bad reasons to use Instagram, but because of one reason and one reason alone, last year I decided to just delete the app altogether and never use it ever again in my entire life. And that's because Instagram is a gateway to pornography use for men. Now, I hate talking about porn on the internet. I hate talking about issues centered around lust. And if I'm being completely honest, it's because it's embarrassing. And it's uncomfortable because it's embarrassing. Because watching porn and just giving in to lust like that, straight up, it's embarrassing. At least to me, I think it is. I mean, just thinking about how you normally go about doing that. I mean, you don't do that publicly. You hide away in your closet and do that kind of crap. And that is why I decided that I was done using it forever. Even though I had a lot of good reasons, keeping up with friends and family and seeing what they were up to, even communicating and staying connected with them, being able to message them, being able to advertise and showcase my fitness and nutrition services and coaching and whatnot, enjoying funny memes and looking at funny videos that people would post, despite all of those reasons, all of those good reasons that for the longest time I convinced myself that I needed to use Instagram. I finally just decided, you know what, I need to accept the reality that Instagram is a gateway to porn use. Instagram is literally the intermediate step between not watching porn and watching porn. And, if you really take a step back and think about it, it makes perfect sense. And, sorry, I just passed a cop, and probably not the best idea in the world for me to be sitting here shooting a video for YouTube while I'm driving. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I was back in Maryland for the weekend, so here I am filming a video. But this has just been on my mind lately, and I wanted to make one just expressing my opinion, and it happens to have a little bit of overlap or relevance in terms of my experience using Instagram and, you know, using it as a platform to showcase my fitness and nutrition services. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If you just kind of take a step back and think about how you get sucked in to certain content or material on Instagram, think about when you're just scrolling through your feed or your Discover page or whatever, and, you know, at least for me, I'd just be looking for funny pictures or funny videos, or I'm just looking to see what my friends are up to, or, you know, I happen to know that someone's going on some kind of trip and I wanted to see cool pictures. And then out of nowhere, especially me being into fitness and nutrition myself, it's like out of nowhere, some Instagram chick with her fat ass cheeks is just like all over my page, sucking me in, trying to get me to click on that content. And that's literally like the clickbait for Instagram. And then, you know, that kind of leads you down a rabbit hole of, oh yeah, you know, this chick is good looking, and let's go check out her page. Let's see what other kind of juicy content she's got up there. And then before you know it, you know, what are you thinking about next? You're thinking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm feeling in the mood. You know, I'm feeling like I want to go check me out some porn. Like, straight up, I know I'm not the only guy who has fallen down a rabbit trail like that before. And, you know, I'm making this video to exploit that. And that's why I decided for myself, you know what, I'm sick of watching porn. I want it out of my life forever. I've even gone as far to buy software like Covenant Eyes to get it out of my life. But Instagram was a platform that was so toxic to me because it was just a means by, it always connected, like I said earlier, not watching porn to watching porn. It was always the route that got me to relapse or whatever, and I decided that I had enough of it, and I wanted porn out of my life forever. And I'm never going back to Instagram because I've not been on the platform for several months now. Like last year in 2022 is when I deleted it, and I haven't used it in 2023 hardly at all. And I'm done using it forever because I just feel that good about not using it. So for a while I made an Instagram and tried posting reels because I kind of convinced myself that maybe I could grow my audience a little bit more by posting fitness and nutrition content and only have like a quote unquote business account. But I fell into those same habits, and really even deleting my personal Instagram, going a few months without it, and then trying to reintroduce it back, just seeing how I fell back into those bad habits, it's just reinforced the fact that Instagram is just a horrible, toxic platform for men to use because it clickbaits based on lust. Like, you consume content on Instagram based on soft porn, straight up. Like, you're scrolling through the Discover section, and, you know, if you're into fitness and nutrition, all of the video, or all of the cover pictures for the videos, it's just some chick and her butt cheeks, like, right there doing squats or something. And, like, yeah, she's got a nice butt, so what do you want to do? You want to click on it. You want to see more. You want to go to her page. You want to see if she has more provocative content than that, than just, you know, skin tight yoga pants doing squats. Like, got anything juicier than that? I know I'm not the only one who does that. So that's why I finally decided that I'm just going to post a video about this, and I'm going to encourage guys to just get rid of Instagram forever. Sorry guys, my arm's getting tired. Just get rid of it, because you will feel so much better. You will feel so free. And, you know, I only brushed the surface of legitimate reasons that people use and have Instagram. But to me, it's just not worth it. It's just not a platform that's centered around stable mental health, even for girls. I mean, this video is mainly for guys, I'd say, but you know, look at how some of these Instagram models are setting the standard that, you know, beauty is. Like, oh yeah, chicks should have this perfect hourglass figure, and you know, you should look like this or that, and the kind of content that gets hundreds of thousands and even millions of likes, it's, you know, it's provocative, promiscuous content, and it's like showing women these days that that's how they should be because that's what the standard is. And I straight up don't think that's healthy. I don't think it's healthy for men or women to be so drowned in Instagram content, to go on it daily. So, you know, I just cut it out of my life completely, and I feel like $1,000,000. I have never felt a deeper sense of clarity than I feel now from just cutting it out. I don't miss it. I don't regret deleting it. You know, even my friends will, you know, talk about whatever, you know, reels that they see, or oh, I can't send you reels anymore, I can't send you memes anymore, or oh, like, you know, how you gonna advertise your coaching and your fitness and nutrition services if you're not on Instagram? You know, you gotta post reels and post pictures and whatnot and stories, and that's the only way to grow your audience, is to be on Instagram too. I don't care. I straight up don't care, because I have proven to myself that if I use Instagram actively, it does nothing but harm for my mental health. And I see that clear as night and day from using it and not using it. And when I am not using it, I just feel so much better. I feel so much more free. I feel so much more in tune with society and just being a social guy. And it's uncanny. So, you know, give it a shot. Just delete it. Delete the app. Delete your account. Maybe you don't have to go so far as to delete your account if you just want to try it out. But I went cold turkey. I deleted my personal account. I had years of content posted, years of memories up on my Instagram, and I said, none of this is worth it. None of this is worth constantly being sucked in to lust just for the sake of, oh, I have all these memories. Oh, I stay connected with my friends. Oh, I could potentially make more money and grow my audience more to expand my business. None of that was worth it to me, and I don't regret it at all. I feel like almost a new human being, just getting that toxicity out of my life. And I would encourage anyone watching this to give it a shot. Take a break from it for a month or two. See how you feel. I'd be willing to bet that you'll feel 1,000,000 times better, and you'll delete your account and you'll say, you know what, Ben was right. Like, this is incredible. This is amazing. My social life is better. My dating life is better. My relationships in general are better. My mental health is better. How I perceive myself and others is so much healthier now, because I'm not constantly being bombarded with the toxicity of this platform. So give it a shot. See how it makes you feel after an extended period of time. So let me know in the comments below if you're going to give it a shot. Let me know how long you're going to do it, and share your experience also. I mean, if you complete it, come on back and leave in the comments what your experience was like, because I'd love to hear from you. You know, this was my experience, and I say go for it. Cut it out of your life and see how you feel. So anyways, that's why I think Instagram is literally just the most toxic platform that men can be using these days. So cut it out. Get rid of that bridge gate between not watching porn and watching porn. That's all for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Instagram is toxic? If not, like, maybe you're on the polar opposite side of the fence and you think Instagram's a great platform to be using. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.